Hey there, Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, 1980 Fall Classic Baseball. This is a game played September 15th, so I got about 15 more days, probably 14, 13 more games. It's going to be Ricky Henderson, Murphy, and Heath, Armas, Newman, and Klutz, and then Essien, McKay, and Guerrero rounding out the bottom of the order. For the Rangers, it's Rivers, Grubb, and Oliver, Zisk, Staub, and Roberts. It's Sundberg, Rickert, I think is how you pronounce his name. I gotta look that up. And Harrelson. And let's get this started. It's gonna be John Matlack, who's an A today, and he will be facing Ricky Hollywood Henderson. Let's do this. Fall Classic Baseball. 66, and that's a drive, and that's gonna be over the center fielder's head. Hits off the base of the wall. Henderson into second base, standing with a double. So just like that, the action gets underway. Ricky Henderson drives one. And here is Dwayne Murphy. The pitch to Murphy, that's a 61. That's a blank. And Matlack, that will be a swing and a miss. And he goes down on strikes. Why did I start out in inning number 2? What the heck was that all about? All right. Wow. Hold on. Let's... All right. There we go. Problem solved. Mike Heath. Mike Heath, I remember him, ex-Yankee in the late 70s. Here's a pitch from John Matlack, the ex-Met. That's a 55, and that's a base hit. See if Henderson will score on that. It says hold. 2 outs he would score, but no. It's only 1 out, so he's going to hold first and third. Heath with a single, and Matlack is in trouble right here in the top of the first inning. Only 1 out, 2 on, first and third, and it's Tony Armas. Good power. That's a 62. That's a blank, and that'll be strike 3. So 2 strikeouts for Matlack. And here comes Jeff Newman, or another right-handed hitter, and that's a 55. That's line for a double into the corner. 1 run scores. Let's see if the runner on first, Heath. I don't know that Heath is, he is an F. Must have scored a lot of runs. And F scores with 2 outs. So it's a 2 RBI double by Mike Heath with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. And the Athletics take a 2-0 lead. And here comes Mickey Klutz, another ex-Yankee. And that's going to be a 32. 32 is a blank, and that'll be an out. And 11 is a number right in front of the plate. Sundberg grabs it, fires to first, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, a couple of doubles. And we're in the last 2 weeks of our replay. The stats are looking very, very accurate. I love that. Love to see that. And I'm starting to mentally plan for my next replay. That's a 14, and that will be an out of some kind. 11 is bounced to the second baseman. Up with it is McKay, and he better hurry, and he throws out Rivers by half a step. Rivers can fly down the line. Here's Johnny Grove, the lefty, with a 46. That's a ballpark, and we are in Texas, so we got to grab that card. I have the Oakland ballpark out. Probably a foul ball in Texas. A 10 will be a foul ball, so we get to roll again. And it's a 32. 32 is a blank, and he's a C. That'll be an out. It'll be right back to the mound, picked up by Matt Keogh. And that's 2 outs. Here's Al Oliver, another lefty hitter at 22, and that is a ground ball and through into center field for a 2-out single. So Oliver is on at first, 2 outs, and here's Richie Zisk. Pitch from Keogh, a 43, and that will be a wild pitch. There goes Oliver. And that's ball 4, Zisk. He walks, so there's first and second with 2 outs here. And here's Rusty Staub. Rusty Staub, another lefty hitter. So they got a ton of lefty hitters. A 62, that will be a fly ball. Center field, that's Murphy under it. Squeezes it for the out, and that retires the side. So they leave a couple. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, a wild pitch. And we move to the top of the second inning. It's going to be Jim Essien, John Matlack. Winds and deals, and that is grounded to the shortstop. Easy pickings for Harrelson. Buddy Harrelson, another ex-Met. And Next is Dave McKay with a 16, and he will swing and miss. Chases a ball outside the zone. Strikes out. It's the third strikeout for Matlack, and that's a 13. And that will be a grounder. Charged by the shortstop, Harrelson, and he throws out Piccolo to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Easy inning. It's 2-0. A's going to the bottom of the second. Dave Roberts, right-handed hitter, third baseman. And a 23 will be a strikeout. So he swings and misses at a high fastball. Jim Sundberg, and he's going to have, that'll be a fly ball right field. Towards the line is Armas, and Armas runs it down. 2-away, and here's Mike Rickert. And that's a 21. That will be an out, and that's right back to the pitcher. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. So both pitchers with 3 up, 3 down. This is a new scorecard. This scorecard I got from the Sim Reach. It says it up here, Baseball Sim Research. I haven't used them in a while. I like to, if I use them more than once, I will donate. If I just use it for a few, you know, 1 or 2, I may not this time around, but next time I go to it, I will. So I definitely like to donate and keep them going. Let's see. All right, top of the third inning. Pitch from Matlack to 13. That's a base on balls and a plus sign. So that means he's going. There he goes. The throw down from Sundberg, not in time. So it's a walk and a stolen base for the speedy Ricky Henderson. Let's see if we got everything in view. Let's slide it down just a little bit here. There we go. All right. So Murphy's up now with a runner on second base and nobody out. And the pitch from Matlack, a 24, and that is a 1-2, and it's a hit by pitch, a 1-2 hit by pitch, and I roll a 2. So Matlack plunks Murphy, and his runner's on first and second, nobody out. Here's Mike Keith. He's a good bunter. We're going to bunt with him. We want looking for less than 6, and we get it. So it's a good bunt, and it's going to be right back to the pitcher. So a sacrifice back to the pitcher. Both runners move up. S there and S there. And we have 2 runners in scoring position. They're going to play the infield in this situation. Tony Armas, the pitch, and that's a 22, and that's line base hit. Left center field, cut off by the center fielder Rivers. 1 run comes in, and the other run will score. So a 2-run single, and the score is 4-0 here against John Matlack. And he drives in 1 and 2 there. All right, so the A's bats are rocking and rolling. Here's Jeff Newman with a 32, and that will be an out, a fly ball left field. Under it is Al Oliver, and he makes the catch. That's 2 outs. Next up is Klutz. Klutz just grounded to the right around home plate last time, and the catcher threw him out. This is a 15, and he will swing and miss, strikes out to end the inning. 2 more runs on a walk, a hit by pitch, and a big single by Tony Armas. Picks up a couple RBIs there. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, and we move to the bottom of the third inning, playing Fall Classic Baseball. Mickey Rivers, actually, you know what? It is Buddy Harrelson. Buddy Harrelson should be up. And it's a 51. That's a strikeout. So he strikes out Harrelson with a 1. That's a KD check, they call it. And here's Mickey Rivers, who grounded to the second baseman. A 36 is a blank, and 36 is an out. That's bounced to second base. Second baseman McKay better hurry, and he throws out Rivers for the second time. And here's John Grubb, bottom of the third with 32, and that's an out. Bounce to third base, and that retires the side. Is he a righty or lefty? He's a lefty, so it's bounced to first base. And the first baseman goes to the pitcher, covering. All right, 3 up and 3 down for Keogh. All right, Jim Essien leading off the top of the 4th inning with a 36. That's a blank, and that will be a Ground ball to short for out number 1. Harrelson throws out Essien. Here's McKay, who struck out at 56. He will strike out again. 2 strikeouts. And here's Piccolo. Actually, you know what? It's Mario Guerrero. What do I have Piccolo there? Oops. Oopsie daisy. Just noticed that was Guerrero, not Piccolo. Let me look at online here. Is there? No. It is Guerrero, not Piccolo. My mistake. And let's fix his... I rounded the corners on my cards just to... I don't know, just for an added dimension because I had nothing else to do. These cards are going to... They're pretty worn out from this replay. But that's what I like about PDFs. I can just dump the cards and just print out new ones. All right, Mario Guerrero. I don't know if I rolled or not. That's a 64, and that will be a bouncer to second to end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down. Go to bottom of the 4th. 4-0 Athletics against the Rangers. 1980, this game was played September 15th. John Matlack versus Matt Keogh. Matt Keogh facing Al Oliver. And that's going to be a 42, which will be a base on balls. So Oliver walks. He's on at first. Here's Richie Zisk. And with a 14, that may be a double play. And it's going to be a, he's a righty. It's going to be a 5, 4, 3 around the horn. Double play. And next up is Rusty Staub with a 13. And that will be right back to the mound. Picked up by Keogh. Bobbles it for a second, but has plenty of time. Staub does not run well. And Keogh throws out Staub to end the inning. So after the walk, Keogh just manages to get out of the inning easily. No runs, no hits, and we move to the top of the 5th inning. Henderson with a 24 and a 1-5. He's a righty, so that's grounded to short. Out number 1. Murphy is next with a 34, and that will be a ground ball and through the right side for a single. Murph is on at first. Mike Heath, we're in the 5th. He's an A hit and run guy. We're going to try a hit and run here. Let's grab this hit and run, and that is a 3 hit and run A. It's a single base hit past the second baseman, and to third goes Murphy. So it's a hit and run single from Mike Heath. He's a good hit and run guy. Don't know how Greg figures that out, but it worked for the A's. So it's 1st and 3rd, 1 out, 2 on, and here's Tony Armas. Infield's back for the double play. It's a 41. That will be an out, a 1, maybe a double play. Let's look and see. 1st and 3rd on a 1, no. Runner, it's, on a 1, the runners advance. So it's 1-3. 1 run will score. So an RBI for Armas, the 3rd RBI of the day. Going to 2nd is Mike Heath. All right, there's a great variety of outs in this game. That's what I really like about it. And that's a 44. That's lined for a base hit. Let's see if this scores Heath. There are 2 outs, and it will be, nope, but the runner scores. Runner scores. All right. And an RBI for Jeff Newman. And that's 3. That's the 3rd place batter. That's why I write 3, and then I circle it. I'd like the RBIs to really stand out. And I picked that up from somebody, I don't know who. Here's Mickey Klutz, and Mickey Klutz with a 54. That's going to be a wild lookup with a runner on base. That's going to be men on base, a 6. Matlack is a 1-18 wild pitch. That's a wild pitch. So going to 2nd is Newman. Hello, Newman. And here's Mickey Klutz again. That's a 42, and a 42 will be an out. Kind of an outs popped up right field. Backing up are the second baseman and the first baseman, but the right fielder Grubb comes in for it and makes the catch. It's getting rainy, and my dog doesn't like that when it gets rainy. And she starts getting very upset, and she will start crying out loud. All right. So that's another 2 more runs. Score 1, 2, 3. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to be Roberts against Matt Keogh. Yep. And that's a 16. That is a fly ball. Center field. On the run is Murphy, and Murphy tracks it down. Here's Sundberg. Pitch from Keogh at 23. That's a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. And Mike Rickard, or Ricard, I gotta look that up. And that's a 55. And that is slapped to the opposite field for a base hit. And here's Buddy Harrelson. Where's Buddy? Ah, there he is. Okay. So Buddy Harrelson now with 2 out and 1 on. And here's the pitch from Keogh with a 66. And that's a drive off the bat of Harrelson. That's a fair ball into the corner. And Rickard might score on that. And 2 outs. There's an assist chance from the center fielder. And the center fielder is 1-3. Where's that yellow die? We're going to have a play at the plate. And the throw, the tag, and he is out. Murphy throws him out 8-2. And, oh, he was on a, why did I think he was on a second base? I thought he was, oh, it was, what was it? Oh, it was a double, that's why. Yep, he gets thrown out on the double. And let's get rid of that. And that ends the inning. So we'll play at the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that retires the side. We go to the top of the 6th. We'll be right back. Okay, we're in the top of the 6th inning. We just had a play at the plate. And Murphy, the center fielder for the A's, threw out Mike Rickard at home plate on a Bud Harrelson double. So it's going to be Jim Essien leading off the top of the 6th inning. It's John Matlack on the mound for the Rangers, ex-Met. And let's do this. We'll read the black first. It's a 52 with a 6. So a 52 with a 6 is going to be a third baseman error, and it just may be Dave Roberts. Let's look at his numbers. You know what? I'm going to look at his numbers right here. Dave Roberts, third base. He is an error rating of 8, so it will be a ball that Roberts gets to and throws high over the head of the first baseman, Rusty Staub, and into second base with a 2-out error is Jim Essien. I'm going to get that error down here. There we go. All right. All right, it's Dave McKay now. It's 6-0. A's 33. That's line for a base hit single. And the run will score. So unearned run. And RBI for McKay. He's 1 for 3 on the day now. 7-0. Here in the top of the 6th. Next is Mario Guerrero. And that's a 64, which will be an out. It's a fly ball, right field. In comes the right fielder, Johnny Grubb, makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Ricky Henderson. And that's a 65, and that's a pitcher home run -3. Matlack, I think, was a B. He's an A today, so that is a 1-4. What do we roll? A 6. So it's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, and it may be a double play. Harrelson, I believe, has a strong arm. Nope, he has an average arm, so let's see what happens on the 6. It says double play unless it's a 1, or if it's a weak arm shortstop, and the shortstop has an average arm, so it will be a 6-4-3 double play, inning over. So they double up the speedy Henderson here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 run on 1 hit. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. All right. It is Matt Keogh pitching a shutout. He's got 5 innings of shutout ball. He's allowed 3 hits so far. He'll be facing Buddy Harrelson made the last out. He will be facing Mick the Quick, Mickey Rivers. I don't know if you remember him with the late 70s Yankees. I sure do. 35, and that's a blank. And Matt Keogh, I believe, is in, what do we say? Keogh's a C today. So the guy with the C stuff is pitching a shutout. The guy with the A stuff is getting racked up pretty well. And that's an out. A 35 is an out. It's a ground ball to short, picked up by Guerrero, and he throws out Rivers. Gets him by half a step. He can fly down that line. Here's Johnny Grubb, 26 against a righty. It's a base hit. So Johnny Grubb has good splits versus righties. He's a lefty batter, of course, so he's on with a single. 4th hit of the game allowed. And that's a 33. That's going to be another hit. And let's see how far Grubb goes on this. Grubb will go. He will stop at second base, so we got 1st and 2nd. Back-to-back singles here in the bottom of the 6th. And next up is Richie Zisk with a 26, and that will be versus a lefty. It's a single. Versus a righty, it's going to be an 11. And Zisk is slow, so he will be Oliver. I believe Oliver is an A. Yeah, so he'll make it to 2nd. So it's a 6-3. Both runners advance on that. And here's Rusty Staub. 2 outs, 2 on, 2nd and 3rd. Grubb is at 3rd, Oliver's at 2nd. Here's a pitch to Rusty from Matt Keogh. A 66, and that is a drive in the gap. That's going to roll to the wall. 2 runs come in. So it's a 2-run double for Rusty Staub. He drives in 2 and 3. There are 2 RBIs for Rusty, and he's at second base. So Rusty's still hitting in 1980. All right, so it's Dave Roberts with a runner on 2nd and 2 outs. Pitch from Matt Keogh, and that's a 22, and that will be an out. Ball right back to the mound. And that retires the side, so 2 runs on 3 hits, and it's 7-2 now. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning. Murphy's up. And it's a 45, and that's a, let's see, 45. Matlack, we said it was an A, and that's an out. Kind of an out. It's bounced to second base. 1 away. Matlack can go 31, so he's 27, 20, 29. He's still got a couple more he can do. 35. That's a blank, and on Matlack, that's a 1-16 single, and it's a base hit. Ground ball and through for Mike Heath. That's his 3rd hit of the game. He's 3 for 3. He's got a sacrifice. Here's Tony Armas. Some good power. Oh, I almost had a 66 there. That's a 36. 36 will be an out. A 19 will be lifted to right field. Backing up is a right fielder, Grubb. And with 1 foot on the track, he makes the catch. 2 out. And here's Jeff Newman, who's 2 for 3 today with a 32. And that'll be bouncer to second base, picked up by Richard, and he throws out Newman to end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's going to be Jim Sundberg leading off against Matt Keogh. And that's a Snake Eyes, which would be ball 4. So Sundberg walks. Next is Richard with a 65, and that's an out. A 3 will be a, ooh, who's the first baseman? Newman. See what kind of arm. Hello, Newman. All right, see what kind of arm Newman has. Newman has a strong arm, so he's going to turn it. 3-6-3, double play. And here's Buddy Harrelson. That's a 31, and that'll be a base hit. Harrelson slaps 1 to the opposite field. He's on at first with a 2-out single. Mickey Rivers is next. Pitch from Keogh, and it's a 43. And that will be a wild pitch. Again, another wild pitch. I think I rolled that 3 times so far, but I think I rolled, so that's the 2nd wild pitch for Keogh today. And then he's going to walk Rivers. All right, and here's Johnny Grubb with a 23, and that'll be a strikeout to end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, couple left. We move to the top of the 8th. And Keogh can go 36. He's only got 27, 20, 29, so he can go a while. Now John Matlack is basically allows 1 more base runner, and he will get replaced. Here's Mickey Klutz, and that's a 34, which will be a base hit. That's it for Matlack. He gets replaced here. We'll be right back.